2K's back at it again one more time, and so are we, because we gotta open the new season super packs that 2K ended up releasing with every single GOATS, Invincible, 100 overall, and Dark Matter that we got this season. And so you already know what to do. If you want me to buy you the new 2K, then like the video right now and let me know down below in the comments on a scale of 1 to 10. How excited are you for 2K26? Just very curious to see where you guys are at, because obviously this year has been a roller coaster, you know, to say the least. And so with these packs right here, again, guaranteed Dark Matter higher in every single pack, and then of course the odds. They actually did increase the odds for 100 overalls. They kind of more than doubled them, actually almost 3 times the amount. Actually, yeah, almost 4 times the amount, because it's 3% to 11. So, you know, technically better odds, but 2K is back at it again with the toppers, because instead of doing guaranteed GOATS toppers, they got Invincible or higher toppers. And so we're gonna be risking it for the biscuit again. I'm only doing this for a YouTube video just to show you guys the odds and everything. And when it comes to GOAT cards, I mean, listen, I'll take anybody at this point, right? It's because they are all sellable. Same with the Invincibles. I would love Yao Ming, actually. You know, I ended up getting my GOATs already, so, you know, anything at this point is icing on the cake. And so if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's dive right into it, baby! I was really hoping these would have been guaranteed GOATs toppers, but you know how 2K is. At least they did increase the odds of like 100 or higher players, as we already get a special shake. How crazy would it be if I get started with a GOATs card? It's gonna be a 99. We do still have the event cards as well, which again, this season is coming to an end. Season 9 will be basically replacing everything for the final time. It's gonna be crazy, as we do get a Laker player. Hold on. Oh, I was hoping that would have been a little sperm up in here, but instead it's Rui. I'll take Mr. Rui. Okay, so with the odds now being from 3 to 11%, I'm assuming the Invincibles, and we get another Dark Matter, because every pack is gonna be a Dark Matter higher. I'm hoping that the Invincible odds are also higher, you know what I mean, as well as the GOATS odds, because, you know, it's August. It's still so crazy. I ended up checking. We're about like 24 days away from the new 2K, and I'm excited. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm at like a 7.5, as we get Bobby. Maybe an 8, just because the way they ended, you know, everything this season, this year, like, I'm a little scared for the new 2K, as we get another Dark Matter up in here. Let me get a good one though, even though most Dark Matters don't have much value. But I'm really just looking forward to like starting, you know, a MyTeam again. A lot of people say they love playing early MyTeam versus late MyTeam. I'm actually the type that prefers playing late MyTeam versus early, just because there's more like players you can get. Early on, it's really just a few selected players, right? As we get Ivy, I do wonder who's gonna be like the first promo, you know, player available, because this year we had LeBron James, who arguably is one of the best cards we've got in any year of 2K. Flip all cheese. Can I see yellow? We get a 100. Okay, they definitely did increase the odds of 100s, because sometimes we go boxes without even pulling a single 100 overall. So they definitely did increase that. I'm hoping to see when it comes to 100s, who would be interior defense? Hold on. Is this Triple? No, Triple J doesn't have a 100. Oh, it's Mr. Zach Randolph. I'll actually take that. And what was his nickname? I think it was like Junkyard the Dog or something like that. But I'll take Zach Randolph. Oh my goodness, I should know that, because either way, you know what I'm talking about. But again, with the big player, I'm hoping they find a way to add Kobe though. If they start 2K26 with Kobe, I'm gonna lose my mind, man. As we get another Dark Matter, just because P9 and LeBron this year, like, people use that card until he basically got his Invincible. Like, even right now, people are still rocking the P9 one just for the memes. That's how good he was. So whoever is the first big player for 26, I'm sure they're gonna be available for a minute. As we do get Mats. How we doing, Mr. Mats? That is a white boy. I'm looking for a big boy, preferably the bigger the better. Oh, we get a GOAT piece. Okay, I'm gonna have to decide what to do with those GOAT pieces, and you guys also gotta tell me just overall, what did you think about 2K25? Because man, this year, I still think 2K24 is the worst one. A lot of people even now are saying they should bring back the player markets, and I'm just like, dang, as we get Rudy. Which I will say, the player market was amazing the first half of 2K24, because you could just buy the players. So for example, hold on, as we get potentially an Invincible. I was hoping I would manifest that. You know, like, say at the moment if we had the player market and it was the same as the first half of 24, if you wanted to go to LeBron James, you could just buy him. However, though, they lost a lot of money last year, and so they closed off the player market, you know, midway. I think it was like All-Star Weekend, right? As we get my boy Nami up in here. And then the second half of 24, the only way to get players, because there was no auction house, was literally just opening packs. And even then, even if you got them, you couldn't sell them or do anything with them. So I want to know where you guys are at. Oh man, dude, I gotta see something higher than a 100, right? So far we've gotten the dark matter, so at least the odds are real. But I do want to know what you guys think about the player market. But again, they lost a lot of money, so that's why we're here now. You know what I mean? A lot of people say like, oh, if you stop giving 2K money, they'll stop. It's just gonna get worse if people don't spend money. You know what I mean? Even though I do still tell people like, don't spend money, only let me do it. As someone that brings you guys videos, as we get a duplicate dark matter and a galaxy opal. What is this? Darren Williams. I think the only way that we're going to see change in my team, honestly, is if another basketball game comes out as we get another duplicate dark matter, or everybody just stops playing the game, which is, it's basketball, so it's really the only basketball game we can play. Oh, I thought that was blue for a second. That's not blue, right? No, it's purple. Oh, my goodness. So, 2K is kind of like, that's what happens when you have a monopoly, right? That's just kind of how it is. Here in LA, certain companies have monopolies as well when it comes to, certain things. And so that's just kind of like how it is at times. And unfortunately, we're at the mercy of that, right? As we do get Steve Smith, Wakanda forever. Hey, I'm trying to see something bigger though. Come on. With this being endgame, you would think as we get another special shake. I need to see blue, bro. Like at this point, I feel like I'm getting blue balled up in here. Like I need to see blue because the odds of 100 overalls, they definitely went up. But the dark matters right here. That's a Cavalier for sure. You can tell by the red. Yep. It's gonna be a Cav. It's gonna be Dion Waiters. Is that a sign for LeBron? I would love go to LeBron James, man. Go LeBron James would be nice. Even though, to be fair, after what happened, in the previous pack opening, as we get a Saboner, a Goats piece, and another Steve Smith, I feel like I kind of used up my luck. I still cannot believe that I pulled him as a holographic too, bro. Amazing. So I'm hoping that we can, maybe have the same luck. Even though at the same time, though, yeah, now we're starting to get the duplicate dark matters as expected. I want to see some 100s, invincibles. Like, I feel like at this point, we should be able to pull. Hold on. There's a good chance of being a 100 or higher. It's another dark matter. Ooh. It still feels weird because, like, it literally took... I'm trying to remember. This is the first time that we've had guaranteed dark matter or higher packs. Like, a dark matter higher in every pack, right? I do want to see more Spurs action. Yes, sir. Ooh. Speaking of a holo... Okay, is that a sign? This is the first time we had the guaranteed dark matter higher, right? So how did it take until the end to like, have that happen? I don't get it, bro. I don't know. Come on, bang! Yo! Can I get I need an invincible, bro. I ended up selling my collection, so a lot of these cards, obviously, we're getting the walkout. Something that I do also want to see in 26, outside of the obvious stuff, like better pack odds, better gameplay, better free stuff, more locker codes, is the walkout animation. Because like this year, you know what I mean? Like I don't like it. It's just kind of like a slideshow. I feel like they do it because of the MyTeam mobile. Hold on. Another shake, another dark matter. I feel like when I first saw it, I was like, okay, maybe they'll update it. But no, it was actually, the thing they're doing. And I do think it's because of the mobile. Because they're trying to push mobile. They want people opening packs on the go. Because that just means more money, right? And so, Darius right here. So I'm hoping they, change it. I think 2K19 was probably my favorite walkouts. I'm trying to remember who. I thought that was a different color. I'm trying to remember though, like 17. I still think 17 had the better like pack animation because it would just like you would show it and then you would know and then it would just pop up. But 19 was really good because you had like the little walkout. It went in circles. We get max. I'm trying to remember some other good ones. What's your favorite? Let me know. Because I feel like everybody's different, right? As we get another... They weren't lying when these were guaranteed dark matter or higher packs. Oh my goodness. Yo, again, I just sold everything. There's still some stuff that I haven't sold because... I'm just waiting to see if 2K really is going to dive all in because they've been very, stingy even up to this point, right? So... It's a little bit up in the air right now, especially with Season 9, 2K26, the reveals that they're doing. I'm pretty sure next week we get the MyTeam reveal, right? Let me quickly check my calendar right here. Yep, it's going to be, well, they said the week of, the 11th. So, yeah, next week. So, ooh, a bang. Oh, another 100. Finally, another 100. They increased it by 4 times, it feels like, but at least we are getting more 100s. Let me guess, I think the only good one at this point would be anybody that's either 7 foot or taller or a rare card. I just got a wizard. Who the heck is this? Oh, I'll take Jameson, I guess. And just like with everything else, he's also gonna get sold. So another 100, okay. Can I get some invincibles though? Or maybe give me a GOAT before the topper. You know, I'm still, like it'd be nice. Roy. But yeah, next week though, my team is gonna get revealed. Ooh, as we get another Dark Matter, what do you guys want to see in the my team reveal, bro? As we get some D. Yo, hold on, wait a minute. We don't swing that way. We trying to see some some nice little big boy. Another Laker. Please be Bronny, just for the memes. Ah, shooting guard. Who's the shooting guard Laker? Oh, it is Bronny. Hey, I'll take it. I guess, you know what I mean? But I want them to reveal an amazing auction house. I really hope they get rid of the escrow stuff. I was reading the previous video comments, and some people were like, we want, you know, a trading block. I would love for 2K to add a trading block. Some people want, obviously, the typical stuff again, better pack odds, more locker codes. Can we get more locker codes? I just honestly feel like as we get more Bamba, that like, 2K, if you add a GOAT's Wemby, people are going to open packs, right? And you can still add locker codes. You know what I mean? I feel like I've always felt that the whole point of having a company or a game or something like that is to get more people to want to play and come to your company, you know, experience. As we get another 100, okay, now we're kind of cooking. But you would think 2K would want more people wanting to play the game, right? But it feels like right now they're not really, they didn't really do that this year. We had a couple good locker codes, but for the most part, you know, they just want money. Which I get, you want to make money, right? As a company, you got shareholders, you got to do this or that. As we get a duplicate, how the heck did I get a duplicate 100 with all these different 100 overall players? What the heck? So like, you know, that's typical, right? But no one's gonna be like, oh, they dropped an invincible locker code, I'm not gonna open packs for GOAT's Wemby. Like, you know what I mean? Show me a GOAT's right here. Oh, it would have been nice to get double GOATs right there. That's just kind of like how I look at it, but obviously 2K thinks differently, clearly, as you can see, right? But I just figured, you know, as someone that does spend money for content, like, if they add a LeBron, a Kobe, you know, players like that, as we get another holographic, people are going to open packs regardless. So why not just make the game overall better? And then that way, the people that don't spend money, oh, bang, another 100. Okay, yeah, 100 overalls definitely, they're definitely juiced with the hundreds, but I wish I could say the same about Go Cards and Invincibles at this stage in the game, you know what I mean? So we do get another 100. I lost track. Is that my fourth one? Okay, so definitely 4 times, you know. So does that mean that Go Cards went from like 0.0% to like 0.04%? You know what I mean? And we get Jalen Green. The best part about this is the fact that at least I can just sell everything and everything is going to get sold. So at least there's that. But at the same time, though, we want that Invincible. We want to see blue. We want to see yellow. Those are the 2 colors you want to see. No more of the dark matters, please. As we get another holographic. Okay, a lot of holos. Interesting. I wonder if they're still going to have holos in 2K26. Like, what's one thing that you guys want 2K to keep and, you know, add more of, right? In the new 2K. Because there's definitely some stuff that I feel like they should keep. You know, I think they should go back to giving us those free players through Triple Threat Park. They did say already. Hold on. There's a GOAT. Don't ask me why. I just know it's yellow. Okay, I meant the piece. But we do get another 100! I think 2K, it should have just been like the odds of 100 overalls should be the odds of Invincibles, and then the odds of Invincibles should be the odds of Go-Karts. Like, you know what I'm saying? We do get a big boy. A new 100 overall player. It's gonna be Oakley, who can play small forward. Yay! Yo, how many 100 overalls is that? Can I get an Invincible though? Like, come on. I wonder what the odds are of pulling an Invincible. Like, is it still less than 1%? Enough with the dick, bro. Like, enough, 2K. I don't swing that well, alright? Stop it. That's already 2 dicks that we've gotten, bro. I need to see an Invincible. These blue balls, like I said, it's crazy. But yeah, what's one thing you guys want to see 2K keep doing? Like, for me, it's the free boxes. You know, I feel like that was a good addition. You know, the events, like, I want them to add the events where we were able to make millions of MT, because, again, people are gonna, you know, you add a, say, you know, 100 overall Kobe Bryant's, like, people are gonna open packs, right? But then give people the chance to make MT, and then that way more people want to play the game, because during that time, like, a lot of people were playing the game. You know, people were like, oh my goodness, Carlos, how do I make MT? How do I use this piece to get 100K, 150K? And it was such a fun time. And then they're like, oh yeah, no more of that. Like, you know what I mean? Joe Green, the legend. So that's something I wish 2K continues. If they're going to continue the events, which I'm pretty sure they're going to. I think they definitely made a lot of money. And again, I just feel like they can have that and also make the game better for everybody else, because those people are gonna spend money regardless. Like, if you're spending money on 2K at this point of the year, you're gonna spend, you know, regardless, right? So, oh, another shaker. Hold on. This one has to be blue. I really need an invincible, bro. Like an invincible, another 100. Dang, okay. It feels so weird seeing all these 100s because we usually, you know, don't. These are definitely the better odds, which is so sad because like these are technically the best odds we've gotten all year. I've never pulled this many 100s, but like, why did it take until the same month of the new 2K to get like at least 100 overalls to be somewhat, you know, common? The 2K logic, right? You know what I mean? But I'm still looking for a GOAT, looking for an invincible. You know, I really want invincible Yao Ming, man. The topper again, invincible or higher. It's not an equal chance, and so it's literally gonna be invincible or higher. We gotta hope to baby Jesus we get lucky as we get another dark matter. I just realized with all these dark matters, and I just quick sell them all. That's gonna be a lot of MT, right? But I'm gonna individually sell them though. That's what I've been doing. But I'm looking for a GOAT, an invincible. Ooh, all these 100 overalls, man. Hey, 2 Cavaliers. Little big 50. Can I get a GOAT and then a GOAT's topper? That would be best case scenario. No special shake, unfortunately. All right. I need you guys right now to like the video if you haven't already. It just helps out a lot, okay? $100 basically just wasted. But can we get a GOAT? Let's see. Show me yellow. Show me that beautiful yellow. It's exactly what I expected. Anytime that they don't say equal chance, it's most likely what they say it's going to be. So invincible. Yao Ming is the only one I want. And so let's see. After the last pack opening, we got a Giants. Can we get another one? Come on. I want to see West. I get East. 99 mid-range. I have no idea who this is. Who is this? Oh, it's Jaylen Brown. Oh, yikes. Straight to the auction house he goes. And yeah, as expected, guys, these packs are not worth it. I'm done. If you guys do want to see more, check out the previous pack opening as well as the free stuff. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.